I'm Dave, joined by Wiethoofd behind the camera, and Harry alongside me. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Here we go. Like previously mentioned, Pills in the red and Bow in the... Sorry, Pills in the blue and Bow in the red as we roll out to this first middle.
Yeah, I'm seeing neither of the demos going super fast, but Andrea looking to get into the action already, but at the moment it's just Jerkus using that underground spot to try and get himself in a position. James is going to start to find some kind of angle, but he's actually very far back. Big bomb in from Honjo is going to land on huge, but is going to get cleaned up. Jerkus though is there to follow up, and at the moment it seems that Pills have lost a couple of players, but are still very much in this mid-fight.
Yes, Broken going down early kept them in the mid-fight, but James going down to Cannon there. It looks like that is going to be the final catalyst for Bow to be able to take this opening cap in this first round. Both medics staying alive, the Uber coming out from Shinso, Delt getting a lovely reflect kill onto R3, and Sebastiani holding his Uber charge, as Pills are actually recapping this, but they're going to take the Uber in, Bow taking the Uber in here, and the Pyro denying most of the Uber. Shinso caught under, he's going to get chased quite possibly, but Luca content to just spam Pills at him from across the point. And Bow with the advantage here. Equal Uber charge advantage, but they do hold the point. So, advantage early to Bow in this first round.
It seemed like a slightly bizarre Uber from Shinso. I didn't exactly see what forced him. It just seemed like his Pyro was 1v1ing a Heavy who was in the underground spot already. And I don't know if the Uber needed to be popped out there, but either way, it hasn't turned out too badly. They haven't ended up with too much of a disadvantage at the end of the day. Just a small disad, and already they're starting to pressure onto the point here.
Yeah, losing a couple of frags early. They lost their scout and their engineer. That's some key picks. That flank is going to be weak for now. Honjo's going to jump in, get some damage onto the Heavy, but kills himself. And here we go. The Ubers traded onto red grass here, and Sebastiani popped up into the air, but he's in no danger so far. Health advantage to Fresh Pills of Valor though, and that's going to force Bow to back out slightly. But Luca not content with giving up this point. Broken going down, stabbed by Agi in the shutter, and Sebastiani his head's taken off by James, taking advantage of that free sightline. And that's a recap from Fresh Pills. Agi's on a tear at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like Fresh Pills are just going to wobble back onto the point. They're going to take control of that area. But no, Honjo is in. He's on to Shinso. He finds 2 rockets, but not quite enough. James is able to defend his medic with a nice little hip fire body shot. Nice little stab actually from Jerkus, and Delta's going to find a frag on the flank as well. So Heavy and Demo both down, a lot of HP out of the combo. Jerkus is continuing to provide a nuisance in the backlines, and just those 2 picks and the uncertainty from Fresh Pills has meant the fact they had to back out and regroup here.
Yeah, losing those 2 key frags enables Bow to just walk forward. James giving up his life to allow Shinso to leave through a shutter. So you don't lose that Uber charge advantage that you have, but it's only 10% now, being dwindling, and you are chasing onto the medic into your shutter, but Delt doing a lovely job with his air blast and enabling his team to come out, and that's 3 frags with this Uber straight away. Jerkus, Honjo, Luca sharing the kills, and that's going to be a lovely defensive Uber from Bow there. Nice first round from them so far. More than a minute advantage, and they still hold the point with an Uber charge advantage. It's looking very strong for them in this opening round.
Honjo is just starting to go have their big air shot onto Shinso, and then found a couple of flankers to clean up as well. Able to provide the offense and the defense to his team right now, and rightly going to take an arrow and have some more heals pumped into him as he deserves it.
Yeah, he's showing why he's MVP so far. Fake bombing to create some space, and he actually gets peaked really weak on the flank, forcing him back. Going to catch an arrow, I imagine, to go back to this flank with a high bomb as well. He's in, trying to create some space. He's in onto the combo, getting absolute monster damage onto the blue team, and that's going to force them to back out as they do get a couple of frags. So Hugo with a cannon and medics going down. That's the scout and the engineer. They are going to have some cap time, so they're not going to lose it straight away. But Sebastiani with his Uber coming out, Shinso just about to get his, but they don't get it so late. They lose so many frags, and Del's just going to be air blasting them off the point. There's a first round that goes to Bow.
looking strong. Just whenever they needed it, they were able to just pressure forward. Pressure Pills out, and Pills had some decent trades, they had some decent fight victories, but so many times they were pushed all the way out of the point off very little, off like a couple of picks out there.
Yes, and second mid just coming out, and it looks like teams are playing it nice and slow. Broken with the opening frag onto James, that's going to be really strong, and Errantry is in. Sebastian with the spoon, he gets absolutely he got launched into his oh my god, that's incredible. Both headings getting spooned on the opening, on the second middle as oh dear, Errantry got piped into Sebastian. That's not a good look for Honjo, I believe. Oh, it's for Luca there, but it didn't matter. Honjo ends up getting the counter spoon, equalising the supercharge disadvantage that they would have had, and they get the recap from that.
Crazy stuff. A nice reflect as well from Vlad at the end of it, but it was too late to save his medic. Now Honjo is going for some kind of fast skip. He's been spotted out by Ajay, but I don't think Ajay's going to be able to find him, although he's at least provide some reconnaissance so that his Pyro can follow up. But the fighting is going over the right hand side this time. They're going really aggressive. A big bomb in from Outria. The spoon once more onto Seb. As they were trying to leave, they couldn't leave fast enough, and Seb is down.
Yes, it's usually Honjo getting all the spoons, but this time Errantry is not taking no for an answer, and he's actually able to get 2 spoons onto Seb. But they do get the recap less than a minute off the clock from Bo as well, so it's looking good. Full overcharge advantage. Honjo getting another spoon, it's spoon galore. Cutlery drawer is wide open at the moment. Shinso going down to Honjo as well. And oh dear, I said they had a full overcharge advantage, but that is no more.
Yeah, we've got to get control of these soldiers right now. See Seb, open door, lag out potentially. Big spam coming in from Yuji. Oh, but Peak is in the back line. He's down onto the medic. He takes out Seb. Will he get this sniper zone? Not quite this time, but that is going to be heals back in the favour of Pills. They have the point, although they don't have too many players to defend it with.
Yes, because they are 3 players down, I imagine Bo's going to be able to at least get some cap pressure, but they're playing so passively that I don't think they're actually going to get this before the spawners come up, and that supercharge advantage is going to be huge for Shinso. Going to be able to hold this point now. Errantry going down, no more spoons for him, and it's going to be frag advantage and supercharge advantage now for Fresh Pills of Villa as they peek on the flank, going back towards the point. And we'll have to see if Bo can make a play. Maybe Honjo can get a 3rd spoon of the round.
Yeah, slightly strange from Bo. They didn't really apply pressure to the point. They didn't really make a play onto Shinso that time, so they didn't find too much despite the player ad that they did have. They kind of let it go to waste, and now the Uber is out from the Fresh Pills side of things. They're not going to find too many frags, but they find a decent amount of damage. They find Honjo as well at the tail end of it, but an opportunity here for Bo to walk back on towards the point.
Yeah, with this full overcharge advantage and you have the frags advantage, although you don't have a demo, there's nothing that Pills can do to stop you from recapping there. And Bo able to take the point. Do have an overcharge advantage, time disadvantage, but it's looking like it's okay for them, especially with that jerk-ass frag onto the demo man. That's going to be huge for a defensive side. They are starting to, Pills are starting to pressure the point here. Broken going down to James. That's going to enable lots of space, but looks like they're holding on for now.
Yeah, I think they're expecting Seb to be much further forward there, as both Andrea and Venom peeked forward, but they didn't see that medic to force out. He was nice and far back getting healed up, but now the Uber is out for the Bo side, and it's going to be the lock and load of Luca trying to do the damage, but the damage is done by Arantria in the backlines, coming in and landing on Seb just as the Uber faded, and now suddenly it's only a few gamers up for Bo.
Yes, the Uber was forced out in the end, so that medic frag not going to be a huge asset, only a small Uber charge advantage, about 20%. but a 20% Ubercharge advantage is still 20%, and that is going to be a recap as well. Mid going down, James with the sightline to spawn, killing Seb. He probably doesn't know about that, he does certainly now, and that's going to be a large Ubercharge advantage. It's going to be about 50-55%, at least 20 seconds to catch up on that Ubercharge there, as they're going to have to make a play. Honjo's high once more, and he's in. Delk going down to Vlad. That's going to be a failed sack attempt from Bo there, and Shinso's nice and safe by the shutter.
Just 30 seconds left on this round here for Fresh Spills, and they're looking very, very comfortable. They've got all 9 plays up, they've got 5 picks to their name, they've got an Uber charge in hand, ready to go should they need to use it, and looks like they want to get a little bit aggressive. They're going to take out those Flanking Jerkers, taking out their teleporter. But either way, everyone is far back. They've got Uber ready to go. Bomb coming in from Honjo. It's going to land on Shinso. Going to pop the Uber out. There's a little bit of cap time here. And enough frags here for Bo to maybe make something happen. We're going to see Cannon actually die on the point to Huge. And actually, it's going to be NG running in. Skyfox dueling the demo, taking him out and keeping this round alive.
Yeah, in all of that madness, Seb stays alive, Shinso dies, and Errantry gets 2 spoons. We love to see that's 4 for Errantry this round alone. James getting the open pick onto Broken, enabling lots of space. Going to have the Bo team playing nice and passive towards their ramp and concrete here, and they can't give up this point at all. Overtime is active, but the heavy frag is going to be huge. The Uber does come out, it is defensive, 50% on Shinso. He is not able to use, but he's nice and safe for now. Lots of frags for Bo team though. Honjo getting rid of the spy, that's 4 or 5 coming now, and that's going to be... It's going to be Shinso going down as well. Cannon with the flank, he's on a 5 kill streak so far this life. So lovely defensive play from the team on the Bo side. A 30% Ubercharge to boot. And it's looking strong from the jaws of defeat. They have clinched a chance, and that's chance is getting better by the second as Hugo goes down. But Seb going down to Errantry. Oh dear. Oh no, that's not what you want to see from Bo. But they do have lots of frags. It's possible for them to get lots of pressure and lots of space. Shinso is weak. He's going to go down to Honjo. Surely. Yeah, there we go, and that's probably round over now that Shinso has died.
There's still a scout, but he's got a duel with a bunch of players. Oh my god, Arantry dies absolutely immediately. Broken is starting to hit stuff, and a timely collapse there from Bo was enough to just about hold us around. Vaccinator is out. They're going to clean up the point with the help of that Vaccinator Ubercharge, and somehow they steal the second round.
Yeah, that was a round which really should have been Fresh Pills, but they just ended up losing too many frags, got too aggressive there, and ended up losing the round because of it. Honjo's quickly in. Obviously he knows the secret source, but he does get killed instantly on this middle. So the fast rollout not working this time. Errantry is now in, looking for more spoons, I imagine. Ajay going down to Jerkus in the Spy v Spy. I'm not sure if it's a trick stab or just a random backstab, but that's going to give them a lot of space. No Spy to worry about now, no Sniper, and it's going to be a first free cap for Fresh Pills from Bel Air.
Oh, unlucky timing for Errantry there. He managed to go all the way in behind as the team backed out, but didn't quite find the timing to really follow up on that great position that he did have. And another spoon attempt by Honjo, this time very, very ably denied by the combo of Vlad and Omga just completely shutting him down. And actually Omga is on a tear right now. He's looking hungry for more frags. He's gunning down Seb, went down very, very low, eventually cleaned up by the pistol, and looks like Fresh Pills are back in this. Yeah,
how quickly a round can sway, and that's another spoon. I've lost count of how many there've been. And the force coming out from Shinso, so that Ubercharge advantage that they did have has now been neutralized. And it looks like it's just going to be equal Ubercharge advantage. They do have the point. Minutes off the clock, as well as Broken's playing on catwalk, trying to get something done. Now they're starting to walk forward, really taking that space that they may be given for free. And Honjo is in, creating more, but he gets killed by the combination of the engineer and the demi man.
They're wanting frags on this left side from their point of view. James is going to find one onto Delt, but the rest of the bow combo is living for now. They've backed up, they're rotated back to their own ramp, they're taking out the mini sentry, they're applying pressure down on the cap, and I don't think there's enough players here for Fresh Pills to hold on.
No, you just have to back out and make sure that you don't lose your medic. If you lose your medic here, that's loads of time that you have possibly lost. But lots of frags coming out for them. They're going to have better spawners. Sniper's down for another 10 seconds. That's surely going to be able to be something done there. The Ubers do come out now. Delt getting a frag onto the heavy. Seb's caught on the point though. He's going to get chased into under. He's getting chased by Omga onto the flank. He's so weak, 8 health. He's still getting chased. He's doing a ring around the rosy, just going under and under and under, and he's still alive somehow. Shinso going down to KritzKast, getting a 2-piece on the medic and the spy.
Oh,
somehow, Seb dies in the post anyway.
Yeah, Peak coming in with the Widowmaker once more, just going absolutely huge. And what looks really, really great news for Bo has their kind of good fortune has been stifled completely by that frag, and now already Shinso has been able to put his heels onto the point. They're looking to get aggressive. A run tray is going in. He's going to kill Skyfox. He's going to go in behind. Will go get out cleaned up, but so much space has been made, allowing Hughie to walk on the point, walk aggressively, put spam down. Luca's going to get cleaned up by Omga as well, and no one can seem to stop this man right now.
Yeah, while all that was going on, Agi with a lovely coming in from porch side and stabs Seb, who is trying to heal his team from all the damage coming in from the front, looking forward, but there's a spy behind you. That's going to be an instant kill. That's a lovely 70% overcharge advantage for Shinso as they hold the point, the minute advantage as well.
Yeah, James is now up to a 5k, starting to pop some heads, but they have, again, every time that Venom goes down, they seem to just completely give up the point pills. It is really punishing for them that they're not able to hold on. They have been able to walk back onto it, they've used the Uber out, but everyone from Bo is already back out, they'd already capped the point, they'd already got what they wanted, and means that Uber is mostly wasted.
Yeah, that's unfortunate from Fresh Pills, but they do have the point, they do have a minute advantage. So that gap is going to widen. They had this same sort of advantage in the last round, but they managed to lose it. So Bo probably not feeling out of it yet. They do have this Uber charge, does come out from Shutter. Luca taking the charge, does get another flash, but Shinso's lovely and safe. No damage coming his way, and they're going to start to refight this. Now Broken going down, Luca going down, and that's going to be a lovely hold from Fresh Pills of Bella unless something completely drastic goes wrong.
Yeah, I get a slightly wasted Uber because the bow side didn't know exactly where there was, but big bomb in from Honcho lands on James, cleans him up, he's still alive, he's still providing a nuisance, just firing some awkward rockets, while Shinso walks back onto the point, but Honcho is there to kill him, but it's not going to be enough as the round still goes down, the clock still ticks down, and it's going to be a round back here for Fresh Pills.
Yeah, slightly Pyrrhic kill there for Honjo, but at least he got the med frag. That's good for his logs. As we enter this fourth round here, it's Fresh Pills at 1 on the board. Bo has 2, and another middle. Going to be interesting. Honjo is high once again, landing onto Shinso. 1 rocket is not enough. You need 2 to kill the medic, but lots of damage coming out means that they can walk forward on the side of Bo, and that's Hugo going down because of all that damage. Ajay is going down to Broken as well, and Shinso's weak. They're going to have to leave this, I think.
Yeah, Shinso's having to dance around behind some shot blockers to just not get picked up by Cannon, but actually it's going to be medics peeking in from the lower area. Turns a lot of heads, but Luca is sadly not able to follow up, but it's gone alright for Bo at the end of the day. They've been able to walk on point, they've been able to cap it out, they've started the clock ticking, but now they're starting to bleed a couple of players. Cannon, medics are Broken all down, so there's a lot of hits gone out of the action.
Yeah, but that's 3 frags down now for Fresh Pills, and forcing that Uber charge out. You can either use this Uber charge to retake the space or try to wait for your spawners. It looks like they're waiting for their spawners, and there you go. The Uber comes in, and the Pyro is going to be able to deny this Uber, but he's going to give up his life in the process, I imagine. He's not dead yet, actually, and he's just holding the point. He's making sure that they can't walk onto the point. That's the free cap from Fresh Pills of Bel-Air, but they lose 5 for it, and it's not looking good for them. It looks like it's going to be a recap straight away from Bo. At least that's 10 seconds off the clock from Pills. Could be worse. They could be a 20 seconds worse off overall. Broken on the strong side lane, looking into spawn, and R3 takes the bullet to the face.
Yeah, they thought they were capping the point for free there, Fresh Pills, but what they weren't ready for was the locker load pipes coming out of Luca just as they turned around, just as they capped the point out. Both Huge and Vlad ate some fast locker loads and were both punished severely for it. So with those important combo classes out, it's been very easy for Bo to walk back on the point and get the clock ticking in their favour once more.
Indeed, and with that 30% overcharge advantage, it looks like there's just going to be another sack coming in, and that's Luca denying that space from the flank. Shinso's just going to get out, and Seb is also still safe. It looks like he's just going to hold onto this overcharge for now. Fresh Pill still contesting this, even though they have just lost their demo. The overcharge looks like it's out from Seb. He used on 4 health, and Shinso's going to use his, trying to recontest and try to take some space on this flank. Omga going to go forward, going to get the kill onto Delt, and this looks like it could be possible for a recap now. You do have a couple of frags going your way. You still got your heals. There's no Ubers to contend with, so Bo probably going to give up this cap and try to just retake it and be happy with their 2-minute time advantage.
Yeah, Broken was also caught out going for something a little too cheeky, a little too ambitious, but Fresh Pills are more than ready for that. They're going to start to try and lock down this area. They've got stickies on the shutter. They've got the heavy up on the high ground. Broken is able to find the snipe down onto Shinso, and heals and Uber advantage very much back in Bo's favour once more.
Well, they got the frags, they got the sniper and the demo down for Bo, so that's going to be a good way to hold on to this point for slightly longer than you probably should be able to. Seb's just going to be building his overcharge for now, back towards the spawn, takes the tally, which goes right to the point, and now they've got the heals, now they've got all their players up. It's going to be an easy recap, I imagine. Just a mini sentry going to stop them. Now that's down, cap's going to come out, and it's looking very, very strong for both overcharge advantage and time advantage while holding the cap. It's going to be a miracle if Hills can win this round to stay alive.
Yeah, Honjo got pretty severely denied in the air, but somehow Andre is able to clean him up. I don't think he was quite expecting that, but now it's an Uber out for both. They're going forward. It's going to be mostly onto Delt. Looking to pressure. Shinso will get out of there, but he doesn't have too much of his team around him. He can't keep his heavy alive. They're scrapping on the point, but it seems that Bo haven't been able to get enough momentum off the back of it. They haven't been able to get the cap top down. There's going to be Scout MGE between Cannon and Omga, and Omga is going to be defeated by the support of the red team.
Yeah, and Sebastiani going down there to peek in the back line as well. They decide to actually delay their medic because they realise that just having cap time is going to be really strong here, and if they wait for their medic, it's going to be Pill's going to be recapping straight away. By recapping straight away instead, they've got 20 seconds off the clock already, and it's going to be more after this Uber has faded. So it's a very strong position to be in, and Honjo comes in for the collapse in the post, just sinks his rockets onto Shinso. He stands not a chance, and now it's overcharge advantage for Seb, and they've only got 15 seconds on the clock. I say that. James sniping him through into the shutter, and that's going to equalise that overcharge disadvantage. And all the players going down on the side of Bo gonna mean that it's gonna be more time off the clock for Pills as we head into the final stages of this 4th round.
Yeah, nice aggression from Pills, just utilising the damage that they'd done and cleaned up on it and got the frags in their favour, when if they had traded some of those bodies, if they had bled players before their minute came up, it would have been very, very bad for them, but they just judged it right. They've kept all of their gamers alive, they're all 9 up, and they have a big Uber charge advantage in hand to bring this round back very, very close.
Indeed, it's not over for Bo yet. It's going to be one more team fight, and that's going to be a good start for them. There's 2 frags and 1 spawner having to come up as well. So it's going to be a really good time to pressure at this point. No Ubers on the field quite yet. If you can get this cap, it's going to force out Pills to do something. James going down, R3 going down, and the Uber still isn't up for Shinso. He can't use this Uber to block the point because he doesn't even have it.
They do use it now, but it's before they couldn't get it just about in time. Vlad, this solo Pyro Uber, is not going to find too much, and Cannon is able to run it back and use that Uber. Misses just about everything. A big beef onto Shinso, but it's not going to matter. because the rest of the bow bodies walked onto the point, camped it out, and took the map.